2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Today's coverage of the Serenity Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth. And it's hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hey guys, yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing these two go at it again. It was a great rivalry first time round, and now, more so than ever, they're going to want to beat each other.
Well, I'm certainly looking forward to following along with this rivalry. Can't wait to see what sort of excitement these two will generate. Ouch, that hurts. Just 3 feet to the cup.
He's got this for his part.
Never up, never in, as they say, Rich.
It defies gravity, that one. That should have chased out more, but it didn't.
This hole is a par 5. Well played, mate. Opting for the hybrid, I think. This one looks just a fraction too long to me. Well, that's showcasing their power there, Rich.
2 big hits there, knocking it on this par 5 and 2.
Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. This one's for birdie. This one started out on a good line.
You know, it's not if you make bogeys, it's how you respond. Well done.
And this player's moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. Well, this should find the short grass.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. Let's catch up with the current proceedings. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
He's got, I'd say, a solid 145 here.
That one should find the surface.
Wow, showing Will Zalatoris that this rivalry is indeed not to be taken lightly.
Putting for birdie. It was on a good line. And that should secure the par on this one. He's in a share of 7th place.
Gotta like it, moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Going with the 7. Did you judge that right? Don't think so. That got a little out of control, I think.
Not too sure what they were thinking. Too much club.
Wow, that almost went in the hole.
A chance to save the par if he can make this one.
That's well holed.
It was nice to see that go in because it has been pretty darn ugly up to this point.
Here we are at the 5th hole. That's tidy. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Woo, back there, horsey. Yeah, that was a safe play. Chance to get one under the card with this putt.
They've got this to get ahead of Will Zalatoris and leave him in their dust trail.
And with that lovely play, they're now ahead of their rival. It's getting serious, isn't it?
And here we are with the 3rd shot. Oh, I like the look of that shot there, Beamer.
Oh, Dr. Chapinski strikes again.
And they'd be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. Here's a good chance to maintain the momentum. That's nicely done. Quality shot, that one.
An opportunity here to move into a tie for first.
Oh, just missed. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
Looking for another birdie here.
Well, nicely done. Holds the putt for back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Second shot here on the 7th.
Not bad.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, so close.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
This one will run uphill.
Looking better.
You can mark it down. That's birdie number 4 today. And that will take him to 3 under. We've reached the 8th hole. Going with the hybrid. Well, it looks like it's too much club on this one. That wasn't their best approach, Beamer.
What's a strange miss there. Look, they've been hitting the greens all day long.
Well, this would be a bonus. This is a very long putt.
Trying to save par here.
That's frustrating. It's just about 3 feet away. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Time to take a look at what this par 4 might be in order. Lovely effort, that. Going with the 9-iron, I think. Well struck.
A chance to move into first place on the leaderboard.
This is on a great line.
Look at the old hammer hands putt. Oh, I don't mind this par putt.
Not a bad line, this. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Birdied their last hole.
And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. So, Rich, it looks like a nice start to the rivalry by this player after 9 holes. Your thoughts?
Luke, so far so good against their rival, but let's face it, only 9 holes has happened. There's still a long way between now and the end of the tournament.
Handy effort, that one. Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
I'll tell you what a sensational play. This player stepped up their game, a bold play, hopefully a bold reward.
That's disappointing.
Putting for birdie here. Let's take a look at the leaderboard now after that hole, and they're currently in first. Lydia Ko holds second.
There have been a lot of players that have come out, and people are quick to label them as prodigious talents and what they can do, but it's true about Lydia Ko that she is one of the game's prodigies.
Luke, when you say prodigy, I think Lydia Ko's name should just be, instead of prodigy, just say, look at Lydia Ko. Because this young lady has seemingly done it all at 14 years young. 14, won a professional event. The youngest, men or women, to ever win a tournament that early. That is astounding. 18 years old, major champion with the final round 63. It's mind-blowing how good this young lady was at such an early age. Yes, had a little lull there for a little bit, but now come back out and has just taken the world by storm again. 17 wins already and building in her professional career. The sky is the limit for Lydia.
They've chosen to club down here.
A quality shot, that. And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard. Ooh. And that should secure the par on this one. Still in the lead now after that hole. It's time to take a look at this 13th hole. This one looks to be heading for the sanctuary of the fairway. Playing from around 150 yards here.
Currently in the lead by a shot.
And he's safely on the green with that shot.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
They've just got to focus on hitting the back of the cup, guys. This is up the hill, bit of extra juice needed.
Oh, that's too bad. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Sitting at 1 over. How good was that bunker shot? So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. And we find ourselves on the tee, one of the stronger par 4s on the back 9 here at Jacobson Homestead. The 14th playing 483, Rich, from the tips.
Yeah, generous landing area, thankfully out to the right-hand side. Obviously a bunker down the left, and if you miss it even further left, there's water lurking. But the second shot, this is where it gets slippery. This is where it gets dangerous, especially to a back right hole location. All of a sudden, the water down the right-hand side comes into full view. Bailing out to the left in the bunker, not so hot either. Tell you what, it takes a brave player to fire at this flagstick.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Let's take a look at the leaderboard.
Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Oh, exciting times on the tee of a par 5. This looks to be heading for the cut stuff. This shot from around the 200-yard marker.
He leads the field by a stroke.
Come on, get down. But not a bad approach, that one, up onto the green. A couple of putts from there, and that'll be a pretty good hole. Oh, this is exciting. A putt for an eagle. Okay, steady now. Just 3 feet to the cup.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Now leading by 1 shot. Let's see what happens here at the 16th. Come on, sit. Is that what they had in mind?
A bit too much club there.
Well done. That takes the pressure off the putt. That's a chip to be proud of.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Looking really good.
That's a great attempt from long range. So close.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Let's head to this lengthy par 4.
Looks like they got all of that one. That's on a good line.
And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
Setting up here from about 195 yards.
This looks to be hit pretty well from where I'm standing.
That should set up another chance.
What's in front of them, Henny?
Setting up this putt 18 feet from the cup.
This has eyes for the hole.
Well, nice to drop a putt of that length. Well done.
And that will move him to 6 under par. managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort. Rich, we find ourselves at the finishing hole here at Jacobson Homestead, and it seems strange to be playing it just at 400 yards.
I tell you what, though, I like this finishing hole because it gives you options. You don't have to necessarily hit driver here. If you do, you got to take it over some pretty tall trees, and you can't miss it to the left-hand side. The safe play, lay it out to the right, but now your second shot becomes just a little bit longer, a little bit more difficult to get it that close to the hole. I love the options you have on this finishing hole. A great opportunity for one final birdie.
And that'll be all she wrote today. Well played. So there you have it, in the house, in top spot after the opening round. Everyone likes to get off to a fast start, and they certainly have.
Yeah, slim margin right now, lots of golf left to play. And you got to think that those players in the chasing pack, they're just licking their chops. They can't wait for the next few days. Let's see what happens.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of... PGA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Today's coverage of the Serenity Championship is about to begin.
Pleased you could join us for this second round action. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam. And Rich, as this player starts their round in the lead, what should be their focus for today?
It's right now the game plan is working, but they still have to go out there and play off the front foot, play on offense, and not worry about who's chasing them.
Looking forward to this, Rich. Let's get into the action. Now, long-range putt coming up here. It'd be good to make a bomb, wouldn't it?
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. 6 feet remaining to the cup. Starting the round at even par.
Very nice par indeed. Very solid hole played.
He sits in first position. Here we are at the second tee. And after a par at the last, a chance to perhaps signal some intent. Taking aim from about 220 yards out. This one might need to set. Yep, give yourself a pat on the back. Might it be nice to make this one. This one's for eagle. Just didn't drop. Just a 4-footer remaining. That's making a big statement here today.
That sets a positive tone for the player, doesn't it?
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. And after a birdie at the last, they take the honour on the hole. That should find the fairway. Second shot here on the third. Well, good looking shot here. That's headed towards the green. Oh, terrific approach. And a chance for birdie here at the third. That was a gallant attempt. And this one is for his par. Currently 8 under for the tournament. Choosing the 9-iron here. That might be one club too many. Yep, that shot safely on the green.
Slim chance here for birdie, but you never know.
Not sure if they understood the lie of the land there, Rich. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
He's got 10 feet here. I think he likes it.
For the par.
let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Welcome to this hole. It's a par 4.
That drive heading straight towards the cut stuff.
Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Yeah, he's eyeing up around 160 here.
Good shot there, Beamer. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. This is buckets. He just keeps putting a gap on the rest of the field. What a putt to hole.
Fantastic start right out of the gates.
Moments like that deserve another look.
I need to see this again because I still can't believe they hold that.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Let's return to live play now. Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. Let's see what happens here on the 6th. Rich, there's plenty of paths to the PGA Tour, but few seem to bash their way to the PGA Tour quicker than Will Zalatoris. It was an immediate impact he had, and it's just such an exciting game he possesses.
Watching him go from the Korn Ferry Tour and essentially bypassing all of that fairly immediately with the 3 wins and getting onto the PGA Tour and having such a profound effect when he was out there really is quite astonishing. Without getting the win, but seemingly in contention each and every week out there, you feel the sky is the limit for what's going to happen with this young man. He is so disciplined in what he does in a round of golf. He's got a great mind in the way that he approaches the game and how he advances the golf ball to point A to point B. He sees this golf course 3 shots in advance. It's just kind of like it's right there in front of him. He reminds me of an old school pool player who he's already made all the shots. Now he just has to go ahead and just sink the next one because he set himself up perfectly for the next one. It's impressive.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. That's inside the range.
Looking at the scoreboard now, and this player is currently in top spot with Ricky Fowler in 2nd.
Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling. Well, this one might need to get down a little.
That dog will hunt.
Trying to move to 12 under par with this putt. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
This is what they have left for par.
And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Nicely done. From around 170 yards here. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron.
Unable to find the green on this one.
What a shame. Has hit a lot of greens today, just not on this occasion.
And a par putt awaits him. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? This is the transition point of the round, making the turn, heading for home. How do you rate this player's performance so far?
Well, after 9, so far so good. It's great to see these 2 players stepping up, getting the best out of the games. It'll be interesting to see exactly who's going to be ahead at the end of the tournament.
1 win so far this season. Looking for number 2 here today. Oh, I like the courage here, Rich, getting after this par 5 in 2.
As they should. What a play. Hopefully they'll be rewarded for that play.
And back to the course with the live action. A look to get to 13 under par.
looking great now.
Wonderful putt, and that puts some real pressure on their rival now. Oh, what a shot that was. Why don't we revisit the magic?
Now this is how you putt. Take another look at this.
Leading by a whopping 7 shots after that one. Well, that's huge momentum they're bringing to this hole. Coming off the eagle. Time to hit another good drive. Well, that's a handy shot. Oh, absolutely flushed.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down.
Ouch, that hurts.
Down she goes. Let's head to the next.
Par 3s always offer up that hope of a hole-in-one. And choosing the 8-iron here.
Feeling strong, going for less club.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones. Right on 8 feet. It was on a good line. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. Currently 13 under for the event. Teeing off here on the 13th hole. Nicely done. Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Has to putt this one downhill.
Go to your home ball. Go to your home. Just building upon his advantage, he keeps making the important plays. Moments like that deserve another viewing. Let's take a look at the replay.
They got their putting boots on here. Look at how this ball rolls end to end. Thing of beauty.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Our current leader is up by a whopping 7 shots now. 2 great shots are required here because this hole is a long par 4.
Yeah, generous landing area, thankfully out to the right-hand side. Obviously a bunker down the left, and if you miss it even further left, there's water lurking. But the second shot, this is where it gets slippery. This is where it gets dangerous, especially to a back right hole location. All of a sudden, the water down the right-hand side comes into full view. Bailing out to the left in the bunker, not so hot either. Tell you what, it takes a brave player to fire at this flagstick.
Now on the tee after a birdie. Fired up and ready for more. Now this one looks to be heading down the runway. Time for the second shot at the 15th. Woo, back there, horsey. Well, it looks like they tried to be bold there, Rich, but it didn't quite work out for them.
Yeah, it took a bit too much club on that one.
And just about 8 feet left to the hole.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
And that will drop in for birdie.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Here's Will Zalatoris.
Wow, what a save.
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
Our current leader now enjoying a 9-stroke lead.
Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, nicely played. 15 feet to the cup. Well, what a performance. 8 birdies on the card. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. We've arrived at a par 4. That's a good-looking shot there. Looks to be going with the 6-iron. Yeah, good safe shot this one. That should find the surface. That's just inside the range.
Always nice to have a birdie putt.
This is tracking right into the front of this cup.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And now teeing off on the final hole of this round.
I tell you what, though, I like this finishing hole because it gives you options. You don't have to necessarily hit driver here. If you do, you got to take it over some pretty tall trees, and you can't miss it to the left-hand side. The safe play, lay it out to the right, but now your second shot becomes just a little bit longer, a little bit more difficult to get it that close to the hole. I love the options you have on this finishing hole. A great opportunity for one final birdie.
He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. The putt drops, and this player is finished for the day. And as the second round comes to a close, they've continued their wonderful play. A nice buffer there on top of the leaderboard.
Flawless is what this player has been through 2 rounds so far, Luke. Absolutely flawless. Amazing performance.
Well, that was a thrilling day. And on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Serenity Championship is about to begin.
Pleased you could join us for this final round action. I'm Luke Elvey, here alongside Rich Beam, and it's the final round here, Rich. What's our next player up against as they begin it?
Should be a lot of nerves. They got the lead. They've been sleeping on it overnight. That is never an easy thing to do. Almost an uncomfortable situation at times, but they are playing well, so they have that confidence going into the final round. But this is going to be a tough afternoon ahead.
Well, it's all promising to be a good day. Can't wait to see what happens.
Nice out the rough here.
Yeah, a quality shot from him. He'll be pleased.
Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
He's got to be careful this doesn't get away from him here. This is downhill.
That one raced by. Bit of work coming back.
This putt is of 9 feet.
This for par.
And after that fine performance, this player now leads the tournament with Ricky Fowler in second.
And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. Oh, that was pure. Opting for the 5-iron. Anywhere up on that dance floor would be nice.
Luke, that did not end up where you said it was going to. It's in the rough.
Nice recovery there.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
Wonderful shot.
Just the start they were looking for, Luke.
Currently in first position. Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot. Oh my, that was launched. Well, this is some lovely momentum to take into the tournament, coming off a last start win, Rich.
Can't think of any better momentum. Obviously, the player is firing on all cylinders. Sit back, watch, and enjoy it.
Fingers crossed for a good kick to the left. Yeah, well played.
Looking for back-to-back birdies here, Luke.
19 feet to the hole.
This for a birdie run.
Well, that's a bit disappointing.
Can't believe he did that. That drives you bonkers as a player.
Looking at the scoreboard now, and this player is currently in top spot with Ricky Fowler in second.
Let's see what happens here on the fourth.
Yeah, that's about as far as you're going to see this par 3 play, Luke. Player's going to go in there with the mid, probably shortish iron. Obviously, with the water on the right, you want nothing to do with that side as the bank severely slopes downwards. Bailing out to left of the bunkers, not so hot either. But with just a short iron in your hand, you think that these players are good enough to fire right at it, don't you?
This would be a great up and down from this spot. Ooh, that almost went down. And this putt coming up for his par. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. It's time to step on the tee here at the fifth.
Absolutely tattooed that drive.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 170 yards.
Left yourself an opportunity.
Outside chance here for the birdie.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Firm back up the hill. This will be a good one.
Oh, so close. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole.
Well, that'll maintain the momentum. Nice par putt. This player must be in heaven. Their lead is now 11.
This hole is a par 5. It looked like it came out of a cannon.
Second shot here on the 6th.
Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home in 2.
If it's up, it could be in. Oh, well holed for eagle. And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that.
Deep into the front 9. Here we are at the 7th hole.